You're not gonna welcome him?
Every time I do it, I feel like you feel the need to then outdo
Welcome, everyone, to the burning Insomniac inquiry.
Welcome people to the show.
Volume 43. Do the Humpty Hump. Do the Humpty Hump. Chris Humphries? Do the Humpty Hump. He's 43, right? Yeah, he's 43.
He was 43 at a point. I'm not sure if he still is.
Kendrick Perkins on the Celtics, in case you niggas want to be sticklers.
It's pretty much the same thing, but same problem as Chris Humphrey.
Was it?
43.
Do the Humpty Hump.
Him.
Do the Humpty Hump. Hump that shit.
On this humping episode of the Burning Insomniac Inquiry.
It's not the humping episode.
It's the humping episode. We got the hottest MCs in the game, 2012.
Can you tell me the 10 best rappers? And think about it. Dylon.
Right.
Dylon. Because I spit hot fire.
Thank you, Dylon. We also have Kobe Bryant.
Slam Dunk Giant.
Pass me the rock.
I'll dare you to try it.
Something like that. And
Pass Paul Gasol. Pass me the ball. Off the wall. Yeah, I should have been on the MC's list, son. Tweezy. You wanna be easy.
Oh my god.
Spit hot fire.
And Chris Brown versus CM Punk.
Fire and desire.
Beef is still what's for breakfast.
What's for dinner though?
I assume it's bacon.
Good lunch?
We're gonna switch it up. Because you can't really have beef for breakfast. What beef would you have for breakfast?
Corned beef?
For
corned
breakfast?
Beef? I'm a trini. We have corned beef and like fucking bread. You put that in a sandwich. That shit, yo.
Whoop whoop! Sandwich for breakfast?
Whoop! Whoop whoop!
And of course, a tip of the
me tip.
So please, sit back, enjoy, repeat.
I like that. I like it.
I do what I can.
Good job, sir.
Alright, good.
Rappers. Top 10. 2012. Il Depo. Spit a verse. Go from 10 to the first. Oh, Tweezy! Fucking yeah.
So you just stole all my thunder. Right, cool. That's fine. So MTV released their yearly hottest MCs in the game
Son!
list.
Son!
That list goes 10 through 1.
Number 10.
Wale.
Number 9.
Wiz Khalifa.
Number 8.
Big Sean.
Number 7.
That wasn't rap. Meek Mill.
Yeah, niggas go up in their shit all the time.
Name one.
Number 2. Number 6.
Jay-Z.
Number 5.
I didn't look. Lil Wayne.
Number 4.
Is Nicki Minaj.
Nicki Minaj is number 4 on the list. I just make... Don't worry. It's the most ridiculous...
so bad. It's just so bad.
That's what I hear now. That's what I hear. I literally heard one of her songs today, and that's all I heard. Like, she sounds like a drunken fucking... Have you guys ever seen Charlie Goes to the Chocolate Factory, and that dude, the Willy Wonka? No, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. There we go. And that dude who just took him on the tour. That's what I see that's what I hear and that's what I see. Number 3, sorry.
Kanye West, Drake, and Rick Ross is
Bouse.
Now,
Get a stomach.
as usual,
Mouse.
someone has to be left off if you're making a list.
Usually.
So who do you think were the most notable people left off this list? Because I got one for damn sure.
Eminem, who was number 1 last year. He was number 1 last year.
What the fuck did he do after that?
What did Nicki Minaj do?
What do you mean? She had all those things that she did.
Name 3 of them. Name 3 of them.
First one, Grammy performance in 2012. Second one, she released that song where she had the big eyes and she was in the cage. Number 3, she's in that Drake song that everybody loved. I got you.
I want to digitize some crickets in right now. So, there's Eminem. There's somebody else on my mind as soon as I did this.
You fucked up.
Well, I'm just going to go with the obvious one that we probably both share. It's going to be Gambino. Childish Gambino. That's the most notable. You know what? Fuck whoever I was thinking of. Childish Gambino is the most noticeable one. And Eminem. Those 2 of those.
Well, there's someone that we don't really like that much, but he definitely should be, if we're just talking about hottest, which is just popular and shit. J. Cole.
Yeah, that was the guy. I should have thought eyebrows, because
Wow, so
Drake's there.
It's eyebrow, first off.
You have problems.
Yeah, so, despite my dislike for Cole World, he was pretty popular. Even though his songs were, especially his radio songs,
not that memorable.
It's no Big Sean's all I'm saying.
Boy.
Now, my question, after that shit.
Yeah.
Looking at this list, you can see that there's obvious groupings of people that noticeably work together. So you have the MMG family, which is Wale, Meek Mill, and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
Then you got the Good Music Rockefeller family, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Big Sean. And then, of course, you have the Young Money, Cash Money group with Drake,
YMC,
Wayne,
and B.
and Minaj.
And then you got
And then you got Wiz Khalifa by himself. Smoking.
Taylor Gang.
You can just stop that.
But it's Taylor Gang.
With those 3 groups, do you think it was more the people saying, hey, that guy's friends with that guy, and he's friends with that guy, so let me listen to those people because they're friends? Or do you think they planned it? They're like, you know what, I'm going to go out, find some actual talent, and then bring them along with me.
I feel like that's the case for certain segments in these groups. Like, for example, the Good Music and the Young Money, that was Lil Wayne finding Drake, Lil Wayne finding Minaj, although that would explain why they were there like years prior, because I don't think Nicki Minaj should be that high.
Okay.
But definitely for MMG, because that's Rick Ross literally pulling Wale and Meek Mill up with him. Literally.
I agree with you on that being the case with MMG.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. I think Meek Mill and Wale wouldn't even be relevant without, like, one Rick Ross verse.
I can't stand Meek Mill. And I know for a fact, like, half the population in the world can't stand Wale. He's not bad, but people just can't stand him.
It's the dreads. Nobody likes a fucking dread.
I'll just...
Nah, you're cool yet. Dread-ass motherfucker. Also, with, Drake. I don't think Drake would be as popular as he was if Lil Wayne didn't bring him along at the time that he brought him along.
Yeah. Lil Wayne has
That's
dreads.
why nobody likes
Lil Wayne has dreads. Yeah. Long hair don't care, nigga. But, main point was basically the fact that in these subsections, in these divisions, your heat comes from your label. Because as we said, Cole should be there. Gambino definitely should be there based on the years that they've had. Because I'm surprised so many people know who Gambino is. Just like yesterday, I was at Seneca, don't ask me why, and this random dude was, I said like a lyric, this random dude was like, hey, Charles Gambino's a shit, and I was like, nigga, what the fuck?
I wasn't talking to you, nigga.
And this whole time I'm like, I thought Charles Gambino was like our best kept secret. Like we just, in our circle of friends, we were like, oh yeah, that's that Gambino nigga, he belongs to us. But apparently, everybody knows who he is, so...
You just need some more popular friends is what you're saying.
And a big time label to back him.
Alright, so Wiz Khalifa, I don't know how to explain to you. Any...
Amber Rose. Amorose.
White women. Gotcha.
Bald white women. With ass.
That takes away from the point I was trying to make.
Moving on. Kobe Bryant. Slam. Dunk. Giant.
Yeah, I hope you know you just call him Byron.
I've been calling him Byron his entire career just for the fun of it.
That's just disrespect.
Not really.
Watch your mouth.
I'm sorry, Kobe. Jellybean Bryant.
He will put a penis in your anus. Whether you like it or not.
Let me keep my heels on.
Kobe.
Recently.
Biggest nigga in the game.
Oh, wow. You said nothing. Like, you were waiting for me to just jump in. That was horrible. Anyway. It's okay, buddy. I like the turtleneck. It's not a blazer. Kobe recently came out and made some disparaging comments about Lakers management because there have been this whole will they won't they trade Pau Gasol, the starting power forward, and two-time NBA champion, and like at one point last season front runner for the MVP, really early in the season though. So Kobe's been saying that as a result of all this trade talk, Pau cannot perform at the level that he is capable of because he's like, I don't even know if I'm going to be here tomorrow. Me personally, too easy.
You.
I respect Kobe trying to stand up for his teammate. That's his quarterback. Mm-hmm. Not really. But he's standing up for his boy. Because he realized that he can't win. He hasn't won without Pau, and he can't win without Pau. So he's going to need, or at least somebody who's of Pau's caliber. So he needs Pau to be here, and what Pau's right now giving him is like more like here.
Close, yeah.
So he's just making sure that he's like on the management, stop putting him in limbo, we want to win.
To that I say,
I was going to ask you, go ahead, sure, just jump in.
Fuck that nigga and everything he stands for.
Okay, true.
Why should Pau Gasol be held to any different standard than any other player in the NBA? Why does he deserve some sort of guaranteed answer as to whether or not he's going to be here tomorrow?
Hey man, if I was going to work, I want to make sure I know where I'm going to work. I'm a staff, that's the best part. But if I was going to work, I want to make sure like, hey, I know I'm going to work here for the next 5 years.
Whoa. Nobody's job is guaranteed for any amount of time.
But it's contract.
That doesn't give a so you can be fired from your contract, you give him a severance pay, and he's being paid handsomely. All he has to do is show up and play basketball. It doesn't matter what fucking team he's playing for. As Jerry Stackhouse once said, every single one of these teams has a friggin' salary department, and they have a fucking payroll that they get attached to. So you're getting paid no matter what city you're in, what country you're in. So who the hell are you to tell me, oh, I can't do my job that well because I'm afraid I might get traded to another team where I'm still getting paid?
Oh.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
How do you feel about players and their hesitance on trading and trade demands and this whole trade spiel we got going here?
How do I feel about multi-millionaires having to move from city to city to city where most times their accommodations are paid for, and the team that pays for these accommodations not only supplies them with, I don't know, food, tickets, transportation fees, but also supplies their family with various different, what do we call them, swags, gifts, offerings? How do I feel about these people who are able to go from any city in the world, well, not in the world, but where there's a team, and get paid no matter what the currency is? How do I feel about people who are on the road all the time and have to stay in hotels regardless, so they're not even in their main city or the city that their team represents for half of the year? How do I feel about these people who probably get babysitters paid for when they go on the road, or probably have nannies, or can start their own businesses for watching families, or the hell, they could probably do like a whole team system. They could move their wives into a convent if they wanted to. How do I feel about that? When there's people in the world right now who don't have enough money for food, who don't have enough money for the basic necessities of life. How do you think I feel about that?
Good.
Not so much, no. I think they're pretty much crybabies. Suck it up, deal with it. That's your job. There's only 400 people in the world with that job. If you don't like it, quit.
Alright, sounds reasonable.
And Kobe Bryant's a bitch. If he wasn't Kobe Bryant, if he wasn't given the ability to be Kobe Bryant, he would be just like the rest of these niggas.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why he thinks he's...
But I can appreciate his honesty, because like most people would just be like, it's management decision. Like they give not even just that, a cliched the hell out response. You play one game at a time, one quarter at a time, one play at a time.
Yeah.
The team with the most points at the end of the game, that team usually wins the game.
Oh, okay.
So I can appreciate Kobe being like, yo, tell the man what he's doing with his life. Like, he's clearly playing like shit. I understand that you guys don't usually do that, but make an exception.
I'm Kobe Bryant, so
Slam
do
dunk
whatever
giant.
the hell I say.
He's a slam dunk giant.
He is a slam dunk giant, that is true. Alright, I'm good. Glad I got that off my chest. CM Punk
Culture, personality.
is a wrestler with the World Wrestling...
Whoa, he's the WWE champion. Recognize.
You know what? I'm just gonna let you.
That's, okay.
Oh, that's all he does? That's it?
Best in the world! So everyone who's a wrestling fan, they'll know what that means.
Okay. I'm happy that you guys can have that, while the rest of us just... Chris Brown is an R&B singer. Sorry, best R&B singer in the world.
Best woman beating R&B singer in the world? I'll give him that much.
Really? Over Ike Taylor?
He's not an R&B singer anymore.
Ike Turner.
Turner. He's not an R&B singer anymore. And he was never really a singer so much as like a bassist.
Alright. You did that. You labeled him that. I'll be proud of yourself.
Ike, don't come looking for me. I'm sorry.
So,
He also wrote music.
let's get into Ike. Please, tell me more.
Chris Brown, ladies and gentlemen, has recently gotten a police report from his eventful Grammy night 3 years ago? 3 years ago with Rihanna. It's been released to the public. That shit is gruesome. I know you were expecting Cray. This warrants a grown man vocabulary right now. That shit was brutal. It was gruesome. It was heinous. It was ridiculous. The things that he did to that woman. Like in a fight, man on man, I'd still be a little uncomfortable with these things being done. Like I'm saying, me and you could have fucking spit in my mother's face.
Right.
I'm telling you, the beating that he gave her, still a little excessive. Still just a little excessive.
Just a bit?
Like I feel like at one point if they had not been in a car, he would have stepped on her throat. Like there was a point where he's driving, mind you. He's driving, punch her in the eye and shit.
Did you want to switch seats while we did this?
Chinese fire drill?
Actually, you know what? No, it's a European car seat. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, punch her in the face and shit, putting her headlock,
So you gotta switch gears. It's
Lamborghini. So pat, then putting her headlock and shit,
Sure.
biting her ear. She's trying to gouge his eyes out to breathe. He's biting her fingers, smashing her head against the window pane. Like, it was brutal, and that caused wrestler CM Punk to be like, no, that wasn't it. He said it was a Grammy performance where he didn't seem to care. Like, he didn't seem to have any remorse. He was like, I wish somebody would turd stomp that kid, that turd, that would stomp that turd Chris Brown, sorry. Excuse me. That would be a WrestleMania moment. To which Chris Brown took that and fucking zoomed, man. He responded with CM Punk's a hater, CM Punk needs followers, CM Punk isn't a real wrestler, CM Punk's on steroids so he can't satisfy a woman.
Yeah.
So he just listed like a whole bunch of wrestlers, ain't no Punks, like he just went off. Point being, just wanted to know what you felt about CM Punk's, I'm not gonna say unwarranted because it doesn't, everyone has waited on this situation throughout the last 3 years. And I can't even pretend like he's late, because I swear like 2 weeks ago niggas were talking about it. What do you feel about CM Punk's weighing in at this current time?
Right now, we're a couple of weeks removed from the whole thing, and I must say I respect CM Punk for taking a stance. Because the crazy thing is, like, right when it happened, like, guys that we looked up to who you wouldn't expect pretty much embraced Chris Brown and were like, don't be mad at him, he's just a kid, he's gonna make mistakes. Like, Lupe Fiasco, Kanye West's, like, big name guys, Pharrell, were all seen hanging out with him, like, days after this happened.
These guys invited them to his house. Diddy invited him to his house in Florida so he could have a relaxation break from the media, like a week later. So he and Rihanna could try and patch things up. Patch up her fucking face, nigga. Shit.
So my whole thing is, like, with guys like that, kind of just like, oh,
This is a rug.
doing that to it, I was taken aback. Like, I was surprised. Especially like a guy like Lupe Fiasco who's gonna call out everybody else for all they bullshit, especially the government shit, but when someone you know is doing some shit, you wanna say nothing about it?
American terrorist.
So I respect CM Punk for actually saying, you know what, fuck that shit, wasn't right, and fuck that nigga too.
It's a grown man kind of move, because a lot of times, as we were just talking about in our previous segment with Kobe, I feel like people give politically correct answers that ain't really what they feel.
True.
And we don't know what it is they truly feel. So CM Punk said what it is he felt, and then later on he gave a scathing video editorial that was like 2 minutes of I'm shaming you. Like, I feel like the entire time someone should have been doing this to Chris Brown. Yeah, just ooh, you in trouble. Like, CM Punk was the only reason that I still watch wrestling, to be quite frank, because it's my guilty pleasure or whatever, but it's gone like on a steady decline.
Does he go around shaming everybody else in WWE?
Everybody in the world.
Oh wow.
He'll shame anyone, like, his literal thing is he'll take the mic and be like, it's a pipe bomb, and then just drop it when he's done. And I'm like, that. How can I not fuck with a nigga who just says the truth and then dips? Like, you deal with the truth after I done told it to you. You can do what you want with that.
Alright, so before we get too wrestling heavy, I want to know, do you still feel any type of ways about Chris Brown? Do you think he's done enough to...
Not even remotely. You don't even need to finish that sentence.
Forgiveness.
This nigga picked up trash for a weekend. Like, his parole was him taking pictures of picking up trash with his fit ground. I'm saying, but CM Punk, the point he raised most validly was, if you really were remorseful, you would go around telling people that what you did wasn't right. Now, I understand there's a statute of limitations, I guess, on, like, you don't want people to just naturally forever associate you with that one thing. But this isn't like you stole fucking mascara, like a pair of $200 sunglasses out the fucking Zellers and shit, and you're a superstar. Like, you beat the living shit out of another human being. A defenseless one, and a woman, mind you. I'm sorry, woman, I don't want to get into this whole sex thing, but yes, you're the weaker sex. Anyway, you beat the shit out of her.
In all fairness, Chris Brown is a monster. Like, I know for a fact I couldn't take him in a fight.
I don't know, he's just tall and gangly. He's tall and gangly.
Oh my god. You need to see a picture of this nigga with his shirt off. Need to.
Pause.
You know, just look right there.
Pause.
God.
Pause.
Damn.
I just fucked up my entire train of thought. The point was just the fact that I don't believe he's done enough to show that he really is sorry. He's done enough to say that he doesn't want this to happen anymore, like no one to talk about it, but to say that he's truly sorry and remorseful for it? Like, T.I. bought guns and did more. He didn't actually shoot anybody, he just bought guns. And he's like spent the next 6 years going on fucking... He made a show about it. What has Chris Brown really done about this besides making songs with Rihanna now?
In all fairness, I don't care that much anymore, just because the victim doesn't care anymore.
See, I would say that, but then look how many cases of battered women syndrome where they just repeatedly go back. Because, oh, he love me, he gonna change for me, he's just gonna be my world.
And those people, I don't feel sorry for. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I understand some of them are forced in that situation. They have no job, no money, nowhere to go. That person's their only support. But we're talking about Rihanna, who pretty much owns half of the world.
I'm pretty sure she ain't like the president of Barbados if she wanted to be.
So what can I really say to Chris Brown if the person that he's doing this to is like, hey, do it some more, buddy?
I'm surprised you didn't say that in a Bayesian accent.
I already offended one Caribbean person this weekend. I'll wait till next week.
Did you gonna shout her out?
Hell no. I don't do no fucking shout-outs, nigga. Did she watch the show?
She started.
Tangent. Chris Brown.
Yeah,
I forgive you.
Great performer. Personage, your worth as a human being. Thin question for me.
Not so much. Also,
thin question.
There's going to be a link on our site for some stuff said on Twitter about Chris Brown, which you guys need to look at. It's the best quotes from his Grammy night performance that Fab said.
The human race is doomed. Doomed. Reading those tweets, doomed. Girls are literally telling Chris Brown I would let him...
Whoa, you're giving away all the best things. Let him do some work. Tip. The tip.
Jinx. What happened? I was putting on a guitar. You didn't get the tip yet?
I was jinxed, so I assumed.
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
El the po.
Alright then. This week's tip is back up what the fuck you say, nigga.
Son?
So, whether that be you beating the shit out of a bitch and saying you're gonna beat the shit out of the next nigga,
Speak on it.
do that shit.
Speak on it.
Or, if you were the superstar of your team and you like, this is my nigga right here, he ain't going nowhere, then, hey, do something about that shit.
Word.
And lastly, if you're the hottest MC in the game, prove that shit, nigga. Truth. Truth. And that's it.
Alright. Our shit's right here.
Oh, you're not gonna say no more.
Nah, niggas ain't doing it. So I'm gonna just show you niggas. You don't get the advantage of me telling you no more. Once I get 10 follows, I'm gonna start saying that shit again. Chico.